Alright, everyone, it's the Grim Lord here, and this is Grimm's Comics Corner. We're doing Empowered, and let's get started. Howdy, y'all. But in the course of these throwaway stories, he said I developed a, quote, personality, and a woe-is-me backstory, and a boyfriend, and a nice set of body image issues, thank you very much. And well, voila! This goofy mess somehow wound up morphing into a, quote, real comic. A real comic in which you'll notice I still seem to get tied up a lot. That's not my idea of a real comic, but whatevs. She should be getting out of her crappy part-time job right about now. She works at a mall? Kinda sucky for a superhero's day job. Oh, she doesn't just work at the mall. We're talking parades, fairs, charity stuff too. Works undercover sorta. You'll love her vocal disguise. Huh? And now, Gamers Boutique presents the Super Homies Experience. Super Homies, yeah! The Super Homies license a bunch of stand-ins to dress up like them for minor appearances and promotions. Like a cover band, I guess, or Gallagher, or Santa. You mean that's her up there in superhero drag as herself? Yup. So she's pretending to be someone else who's pretending to be her? Super Homies, yeah! Hey, like she says, I do bear a striking resemblance to myself, you know. But that PVC catsuit they gave her, it's a sad, sad imitation of the real thing. The real suit feels thinner than a soap bubble, not like that heavy PVC crap, and it molds perfectly to every inch of her. A little too perfectly. She can't wear panties under the real suit. Yeah, I would have guessed that. The real suit is kinda slick to the touch, like PVC though. When you grab her, she feels all warm and wet and slippery, like she's fresh out of the shower but still dry somehow. Down, boy. Howdy, y'all. Of course that's not the real super chick, fool. If the real one was here, she'd be on stage tied to a chair with a Pulp Fiction-y ball gag stuffed in her mouth. She ain't much good at the actual superheroing stuff, but she's hella good at getting captured by the bad guys and getting tied up all sexy like. She's so friggin' lame. Oh yeah? I'll have you know, sir, the person I portray is a perfectly adequate superheroine. What about that old Demon Lord incident, y'all? She sure kicked some cosmic beastie tail that time. Whatever. How about the zillion times her bonded up ass had to be rescued? All she's good for is accidentally making real-life fetish pics, okay? She's primo internet jack-off fodder. Nothing more. But... Take it back. Now. Glock. Scrunch. Thap. And apologize to the pretty lady while you're at it. Hi there, guys. I'm so sorry. I take it back. Ow. She's completely awesome, okay? And I've hardly ever jacked off to her bondage pics online. Really? Hi, baby. On behalf of the person I portray, I accept your apology, sir. Now, y'all go on and enjoy the show, yeah? Ugh. What is the deal with that bizarre speech impediment she's affecting? That's her Zephylian disguise voice. I think that she thinks it sounds like a southern accent. Empowered, diseased wench. It is kind of skin-crawly to think that right now some guy with specialized tastes might be getting, turned on by images of me all bound and gagged and distressed. Or even, wanting to those images. Ugh. You're not like that, right? Right? Tell me you're not, please. You seem really nice, okay? Ugh. Damn. Never could read these stupid things. I think I'm getting better. Haven't thrown up in like half an hour. Listen not to the diseased wench. She continues to emit noisome fluids in a manner most foul. Diseased wench. Super Homies, yeah! Hello, sir? Excuse me. Hello? Oh, sir, no, I'm fine, sir. Just a little tied up. What's up, sir? The Deathmonger? He's gonna attack City Hall? 101? 102? I'm fine, sir. I'll be there in 20 minutes. Baby, the hell are you doing? Gotta go! Beware! Disease has shattered the poor wench's mind. Suit! Gotta get my suit. Snork! You're way too sick to even think about superhero stuff. Said I'm fine. Not that sick. Perhaps this Deathmonger would be vulnerable to being vomited upon. Okay, maybe I can't fight, but I can still zap stuff. Patoo! How you gonna hit anything? You're trembling like a frickin' chihuahua with Parkinson's. Like my aim could get any worse. They need me, okay? Now give me my suit? Whoops. No super hijinks for you today. Flap! You asshole! Don't touch me! Hoof! This conjures up painful images from the ravening Shadow Lord's troubled cosmic childhood. Now rest up and drink plenty of fluids, okay? I'm gonna kill you for this. Hey, where are you going? City Hall, Deathmonger, remember? Huh? What can you do to help? You're just a normal human jackass with a gun. I may be a normal human jackass, but my Barrett M828 150 cal sniper rifle, it's way more than just a gun. Oh yeah. This is Deathmonger, you idiot. He's a heavy hitter. You can't even think about, like I told you. I've had experience dealing with heavy hitters, okay? Anyway, I'll tell the super homies you said hi. No! Get back here, asshole! You can't go! I forbid it! Didn't you hear me? Sure did, baby. You can't! Later, baby. Come back! Please! Slam! Into a war zone as the super homies battle Deathmonger! Bakoom! Bakoom! What you're hearing are parked cars exploding inside the burning ruins of City Hall's parking garage. Asshole! Asshole! Toom! Bakoom! Worry not, diseased wench. His very assholitude will ensure his survival. Oh yeah? Is it not a cosmic truism that assholes rarely meet the gruesome fates that they so richly deserve? Therefore, his agonizing death tonight remains unlikely at best. Boy, you really suck at being comforting, oh violator of worlds. At least 50 civilians injured. We have unconfirmed reports of multiple fatalities. Can't tell who has the upper hand at the moment. Asshole! The crisis seems to be over now, with the recovery process about to... Yeah? Took out like 3 of those scythe-bot thingies. Then that Deathmonger prank went and vaporized my poor Barrett 50. And most of the building I was sniping from. Capitan Rivette says, get well soon, by the way. Okay, it was way shitty of me to shred your suit like that, but I couldn't think of how else to stop you. You're too fucking brave and courageous and shit for your own good, you know? And that really could have gotten you killed today. As for me going off in your place, so what? Better to risk me than someone valuable, someone like you. I don't know, what did you expect me to do, baby? I love you for Christ's sakes, asshole! Whap! Ow! You are not gonna get out of the teensiest bit of the world of punishment you deserve just by breaking me off the L word. Are we clear on this? Someone alert the authorities. A brutal pee-whipping is in progress. Yeah, understood, baby. Crack, meow, or meow, crack. Declareth the night omniscient demon goat. Whip thou art, big time. Good. First, though, break me off some more of that L word, okay? Blimey! You might have noticed that the guy who draws this comic has a bit of, well, that manga flavor to his artwork. Too bad that actual manga readers couldn't care less about superheroes, huh? And most of the demographic that still reads superhero comics really dislikes anything that even remotely looks like manga. Or so I'm told. That's unfortunately true. You guys totally showed me that with Ninja High School. So this comic might be too superhero-y for manga readers and too manga-y for superhero readers. That's just great. Crack! Hey! Scratch! Ah! Darn it! Suit shredded. Power is gone. Wrapped up with some high-tech whippy thingy. This isn't going well, as usual. Blimey! Got yourself in a spot of trouble, eh, what? Bloody hell! For my cheeky bird, you're at the mercy of rum sodomy on the lash! You've bloody well felt the lash, so now it's time for rum and sodomy! Pardon me, but weren't rum, sodomy, and the lash a team? I thought they were a trio of underinformed Anglophile doofuses. Well, yeah, we used to be a team, but it didn't work out. Poor Rum, he ended up court-mandated in rehab after his 5th DUI charge. And sodomy, well, he got tired of constantly explaining to people that he represented strictly heterosexual sodomy. Boy, I bet they thought other things for sure. So he quit. So instead of just carrying on his lash, I decided to take on the other two guys' names, and hey, you made me slip out of character. Enough of this shite. Let's bloody well get on with the rum and sodomy, governor. And people say my southern accent is lame. No, a fabric store. Childhood trauma. Memories flooding back. Mommy, don't make me go in a fabric store again. Stuck there 4 hours at a time. Hours. So agonizingly but boring. Nothing to do. Nothing to look at except stupid cloth. For hours. Mommy, no. Don't go in there. Like a sensory deprivation tank for males. A testosterone exclusion zone with simplicity patterns. The horror. The cloth horror. Bless my deuce luck. Can't bleedin' go in there. So stiff upper lip, old boy. Blimey. Looks like the game is yours today, Yank. Jolly good show, old girl. But the next time we meet, things will go bloody well differently, eh, what? God save the Queen. That's it. Run away, you wannabe limey wanker. Good luck to your buddy in rehab, by the way. Wonder how many other male supervillains are all phobic-y about fabric stores. We should probably look into this. Do me rific. So anyway, back to the non-meta chapter breaks for a while. What? Uh-oh. Beware, the caged demon wolf senses fell omens afoot. Stomp, 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 stomp. Oh, this can't be good. Pause. Can you believe those idiots on the Super Homies message board? They just held an online poll to pick me as wearing the most slut-tastic and do-me-rific costume of all superheroes. Superheroines. But probably those two. Isn't that ridiculous? It's not like I'm prancing around in sexed-up, skimpy little stripper outfits like the ones Juggernaut and Scarlet Succubus wear, right? And exactly what about my suit is do-me-rific, huh? I don't remember a hypermembrane because I want to look hot or sexy or whatever. Excuse me. I don't wear a hypermembrane because I want to look hot or sexy or whatever. Wisely, the blazing-eyed but prudent demon lord chooses to ignore the bait of this astonishing straight line. Yeah, totally, baby. Right, who would think that? Okay, I know this suit is horrifically revealing, alright? But I've got no choice, okay? I have to dress like this. I can't wear anything over this suit or the stupid thing malfunctions. Not even a cape. And I would so love to have a cape, too. You know that's why all the insecure superheroines wear those little thigh-length capes, don't you? That's right. To give them some coverage in the back. And that would be so nice. My backside is hidden from view. Q-girl, butt concealment activated. And I can't wear anything under the suit either. Meaning no bra, which is only a teeny bit annoying. Damn it. Stupid super suit can stop a bullet, but it can't stop my boobs from bouncing around. That's hot. Oh, check her out. She's super jiggling. Gee, not like there's anything humiliating or degrading about running around in public wearing something thinner than a coating of body paint. Get a grip, you idiot. You're not naked. You're not naked. You're not actually naked. It just really, really feels like you are. Baby makes her super suit talk. No panty lines on that super booty. She's definitely bare-ass naked under that suit. Grk, badonkadonk, grk. Believe me, I'd love it if my suit wasn't so embarrassing to wear, okay? But I didn't design the damn thing, you understand? I didn't build the fucking thing. Michael Biehn? In the first Terminator flick? Thought it was apropos. No, dumbass. Bah, like all too many females, the alpha wench fails to appreciate a well-timed movie quote. The Cage Demon Wolf liked your ref, though. Great. Anyway, before I got the suit back, when I was only dreaming of becoming a superhero, I was definitely imagining a much less obnoxious costume. Something pop-punky, maybe, with some kicky boots and a leather jacket with my logo on the back and a little cape to cover up my butt, of course. You know, something cute sexy, not doomy sexy. Cute as in, well, you know, cute. Though, actually, I would have been okay with a bit of doomy sexiness to my theoretical costume. Quite a bit. But I didn't wish for an outfit that says, hey, everybody, why don't you look at my butt? Look, baby. Why don't you sit your lookable little butt down, huh? It's okay, baby. We know you don't wear the suit to be, provocative. And so does anyone with a brain who actually knows anything about you. But they said my suit was slut-tastic. What ignorant BS coming from the panoply of prickage known as the Super Homies message board. Shocking. Cute sexy versus doomy sexy. An intriguing conundrum. Gotta tell you, baby. You are totally, doomy-rific in this costume. Or out of it. Just shut up, and do me, Michael Biehn quoting dumbass. Empowered, witless minions. Geez, I'm running dangerously low on e-babbles here. Excuse me, I'm gonna try that again. Geez, I'm running dangerously low on eBayables here. So, what is all this stuff? It's the last of the Primo collectibles I picked up. Stole during my time as a witless minion. Yeah? Yep. Lackey uniforms, techie gear, miscellaneous trinkets, and gewgaws. Big collectibles market online for supervillain crap. Sad. No offense, but I thought you were just, well, a regular thug. Didn't know you minion for supervillains. Well, sorta. Back in SoCal, me and some no-account buddies of mine made up a gang called the Witless Minions, okay? We specialized in, well, ripping off supervillains by pretending to be their loyal, dim-witted lackeys. Really? How did that work? And you know just how huge a stretch acting dim-witted would be for my thug... And you know just how huge a stretch acting dim-witted would be for my thug boy. Giggle. You see, megalomaniacal supervillains are usually big picture guys. They're not big on details. As a minion, long as you yes sir a lot and laugh along maniacally with them, ha. He does have a very intense maniacal laugh, by the way. Your average supervillain tends not to notice when their office supplies start to vanish. Office supplies? Slam! Stuff like weapons, costumes, vehicles, parts from doomsday devices, various ill-gotten gangs. Pretty much anything in the old secret lair that wasn't nailed down. And the great part was you could always blame superheroes for everything. Damn, boss, those Cape bastards from the Virtue crew came along and seized the Doommobile. Nothing we could do to stop them, boss. Didn't you hoodlums make up a superhero? Oh yeah, that was a riot. We victimized the hell out of this one poor supervillain wannabe. Of course, the sad bastard had to take our word that the wily and elusive Captain Kinkajou was the one who kept foiling his schemes. But hey, he believed us. By the time we were done with him, the guy was broke, depressed, and living with his mom again. It drove him extra crazy to be ruined by a superhero with such a lame name. Aw, poor wannabe Superville. Last thing I heard, he was vowing revenge on that cursed foul Captain Kinkajou. We were like, good luck, guy. Cute. So why did you guys stop? Seems like a pretty sweet scam ripping off lame bad guys. Well, Ninjette, don't. What? We wound up picking the wrong fucking supervillain to rip off, and well, that was the end for the witless minions. I'm sorry, honey. Oh. But then you came here, tied me up a few times, and sweet-talked your way into my pants. Hello, happy ending. Kiss, please. Sure, baby. Anyway, been making some decent coin the last few months, eBaying off the various supervillainy crap I picked up back in the day. Once the last of this stuff's gone, I'll have to go get a real job. Ugh. Greetings, foolish mortals. Did you pick up the Sanford and Son Season 3 on DVD as the fell demon goat commanded? After all, I can't go back to thugging or minioning anymore, or a certain bootylicious super chica will kick my ass, won't she? And you'd like it. Hey. Smack. Freaking cutesy, happy, lovey-dovey couples. Spartan 3K, lackey costume. Watch the hands, minion. I've been handling booty all day. Hardy har har. Hey, thug boy, don't tell me you Don't tell me you minion for that Spartan 3000 whack job. Yeah, and it was massively embarrassing, needless to say. I'm glad we bankrupted that particular jackass. Oops, sorry about this egregious public display of affection, Jet. So you must have had to wear one of his legendarily goofy outfits then. Oh yeah, talk about de-fucking grading. At least I can sell the damn thing, make some cash to heal the trauma, you know? Ooh, I remember that costume now. Felt like an absolute idiot wearing that thing. Put it on. What, are you crazy? No way. Put it on, please. Listen, baby, I said no, okay? N-fucking-O. I am not putting that fucking thing on ever again. Blah! Oh, the Demon Lord sees panties. No, the Demon Lord sees manties. Joey, do you like movies about gladiators? You ever seen a grown man naked? Oh God, I'm dying. You guys really suck, you know that? Those breastplate nipples, very Schumacher-esque. You are not going to eBay this costume. Are we clear on this? Sure, baby. I mean, that is correct, slave girl. Willie Pete. Huh? What? Where am I? Oh no, no! Hey, sorry about your buddies, but they deserved it, didn't they? No. Wasn't very nice of you fellas, was it? Ripping me off in such an unscrupulous manner. You hurt my feelings. Not to mention costing me upwards of $10,000. Well, nobody gets over on old Willie Pete. So I took it out in trade from your buddies. Oh shit. Intimate trade. But you know me, my lovin' is hot. Very, very hot. So I had to do 'em in the old eye sockets. This can't be happening. That's the only part of a normal human's anatomy that's sturdy enough to take old Willie Pete's lovin' for long. The rest of the fragile old human body just burns and melts and vaporizes away before I can get off. A man has needs, know what I'm saying? Especially when his manhood burns hotter than the surface of the sun. Be lying if I didn't admit that the screaming helps me get off. Sometimes the person I'm loving screams so hard that the vocal cords tear. They make this weird-ass noise, it's funny as hell. Now I was planning on getting a skull job off you like I did to your thieving buddies. Gotta get out of here. But not now, yo. We're square. Hell, I think I probably owe you money now. You done hooked Willie Pete up right, Pimp Daddy. Big props for supplying me with this sweet little piece of super tail. That's why I hired you and your buddies after all. Wanted to snag me one of the super folk. Needed to get my hands on a more durable object for my lovin'. And just look what you brought me, huh? Nice. She'll do just fine. Yo, sweet thing, Willie Pete stands for white phosphorus, case you ain't figured it out yet. How could you let this happen to me? Oh yeah, wake up. What? You were snoring, you big lummox. Thump. I've been to paradise, but I've never been to me. Can't you stay awake through 10 lousy minutes of an alleged chick flick? Wimp. Back in a minute. Cough, patoo! Didn't happen. He's not here. He didn't get his hands on her. She's okay. Hey, since when did you start getting physically demonstrative at chick flicks? Alleged chick flicks. Geez, honey, why is your breath so horrible all of a sudden? A sister's story. Congratulations, dear. Glue Gun Girl was here. You managed to get yourself overpowered by the lamest supervillain ever to terrorize the city. Then again, you could say that either Ladder Master or the Pink Elephant might be a teeny bit lamer than old Glue Gun Gil. Maybe. At least this time you were humiliated by an actual supervillain, even if Gil barely qualifies as one. No need to worry about your reputation being sullied by this sad incident, though. After all, your rep's so bad it can't possibly get any worse. What did I ever do to you? Why are you so mean to me? Oh, no reason in particular. 6 years ago. Check out this school's commitment to diversity, huh? We have a token dumpy, unattractive classmate, as you may have noticed. Oh, yes. Oh, but she provides a welcome contrast, doesn't she? The rest of us look so much better in comparison. A nest of blonde vipers. So that treacherous bitch Ashley with a Y said that Ashley with a G wanted to talk to me. But when I saw her in the chem lab, she totally blew me off. And then Ashley with 2 E's was all like, as if she'd want to talk to you. It was completely humiliating. Then Ashley with a Y was all like, I never said that to you. And the other Ashley with 2 E's backed her up. Is that outrageous or what? I'm in hell. I mean, really in hell. Well, anyway, I'm on the clock here, sunshine. I get your situation, capiche? Problem is, I can't grant you any awesome powers to smite your flaxen-haired foes. A, I'm just not authorized to grant the level of power you're requesting. And B, most of your blonde enemies at the school are already my clients. What? Did you think it was a coincidence that almost all of your classmates are supermodel level icons of Aryan hotness? Nope. With our Trade Your Soul for Hotness program, you're guaranteed a movie star face and a porn star body. See? At your school, simply everyone is signed up for our service. Flowing blonde tresses are optional, by the way. Check out our many exciting face and body packages, including Icy Blonde Hotness. The perfect hotness package of your choice without the risks and expense of plastic surgery. And your new body will be no maintenance. requiring neither dieting nor exercise. The Eldrick algorithm actually displaces excess fat and calories you consume onto any non-clients around you. Some of your peers really love that part. Ever notice how the general population is physically polarizing into two distinct categories? Flabby obese beasts and taut midriff uber hotties. As for the whole selling your soul issue, think of it this way. He says that's our work. And then he says, as for the whole selling your soul issue, think of it this way. If you're wicked and sinful enough to even be talking to me, then you're pretty much guaranteed to wind up downstairs in the end. So why not sign up now and get some pennies out of the inevitable? Come on, don't you want to be smoking hot like your peers? Oh, give me a break, as if I'm a shallow, conceited idiot like the rest of those bitches. Whew, I actually have a booty now. And boobies. Hello? Finally got a hold of you. It's me, your Dark Forces provider. Listen, I screwed up big time, and I need your help. I kind of misplaced a decimal point figuratively when I figured out your paperwork, okay? You've actually been granted way too much mystical power. But listen, as long as you don't actually use that power, my bosses won't notice and I can get this problem fixed off the books. Huh, really? Hey, I could lose my job over this, okay? You gotta... Hello? Sister Spooky, mystical powerhouse of the super homies, saves the world again. Oscar night surprise. Super heroic sensation Sister Spooky makes a red carpet appearance. Hottest chick ever, stud or dud. Take our sex quiz. Hard as iron. Bedroom tips from Capitan Rivet. Everyone, I'd like to introduce our newest associate member. Her name's Empowered. Sorry about the stupid name, but it was all I could think of. Anywho, it's so very wonderful to finally meet you all. You're all so amazing. Except for you, Sister Spooky. You're just a sad little poser, aren't you? But, did you think you could fool me? You're neither hot nor cool, as everyone can now see for themselves. Shrimp? See? Isn't she just absolutely pathetic? No! Know the most pathetic part? She thinks there are superheroes and wish-granting dark forces in the real world. Wake up, idiot. None of this ever happened. You're still in the 10th grade. Aye! Huh? It's such an honor to meet you, Miss, Spooky. You've been such an inspiration to me, really. You always hated me. Why? No reason at all. Alright, guys. On that very interesting episode, we're going to end it here. So, like I said, we're not doing the horror anthologies this week. I know it's a bummer, but Sage is going on right now. And you can go to sageexpo.org, not .com, sageexpo.org. Yeah, it's basically a Sonic event, but there's a lot of other games there too, like a Mega Man XD make and just a bunch of other stuff. And you got your indies and your demos. There's a lot of free demos, a lot of Steam stuff, just a lot of really cool stuff. So what I like so much about Sage is they actually let developers from all skill levels be a part of it, so everybody really gets a chance to show off their stuff. And there's some pretty cool stuff being made. So, yeah, it is really mainly focused on the Sonic type platform, but there is other games. There's some FPSs and there's some shmups and beat 'em ups and all kinds of different little things. So if that's something you're into, you might want to check it out. I've been playing fan games for freaking 20 years now, which is a long time, and I check these out every year. So this is just something that happens every September, and it's going to be like that as long as they're doing it. So, yeah, I'm going to be really busy with that, and I will definitely try to get that stuff to you next week. And don't worry, guys, we're doing a lot of horror stuff. I've already talked about it. If you catch up with our community posts, I've talked a lot about it. I've hinted a lot about it. Some of you guys might already be able to tell what we're going to do. But we're also going to throw some things your way that you don't expect. But the comics that are already horror, like Chaos, we're not changing those. We're still doing the Chaos comics. We're still going to be doing Spawn, of course. And a lot of the other comics are going to change. So you're going to see some things that you haven't seen. And that's cool because it is horror month and I want to bring you guys something truly ghoulish for the month of October. And then we'll be back to business on November. Let's see here. And it seems like we might have an extra week. Yeah, we're going to have an extra week so we can actually do some... Well, we won't do Tank Girl, not in October. We'll have to do something a little different, some kind of horror stuff. But I will promise you this. If we do a horror comic, we're not just doing a few issues. We'll do an entire arc, okay? That way, like, if I do a comic with fangs, we're going to do an entire arc from that character. We're not just going to do, the couple issues. Because it's not fair to give you guys just one comic for this, oh, we only get that comic just for this month and we don't even get the whole thing. Yeah, that's not fair. I can read a whole thing. It's not a big deal. And it'll give you guys, something more. Because I know you guys are wanting to, basically catch up with some of our older stuff that we've done in the past and we have seemingly dropped. And I want to pick it up and let you guys know that we're not done with it. Every comic we do is always subject to being picked back up, all right? Especially when you guys really love it. So, at any rate, guys, this is the Grim Lord, and we will see you guys next week with Spawn, of course. And, of course, we're going to be doing Lady Mechanica, because you like Lady Mechanica. We're not going to jip you on that. So, all right, guys. Oh, hold on. One more thing. So, I've got a 50-50 in my polls right now. One of you says that you want it to be, like, depending on the comic. So, if a comic looks better when I do it in 2-page spread, that would work. And some of you, another person said that they want it just a page at a time, like we have been doing. So, I'm going to kind of do a mix of that, and I'm basically going to try to keep it single page. But when it makes the artwork really pop, like with the Witchblade and the Darkness sometimes, the way they're done, we'll do it like that. And maybe with Spawn, depending on the artwork, because sometimes, they have panels that they intend for you to see, like, the whole image, right? And it just looks cooler like that. And it sometimes puts it in better focus, right? Because sometimes when you focus it too much or you stretch it too much, you make things blurry. And we don't want to bring you blurry comics, because I know some of you guys do use my my screens for whatever kind of work you need. They are 100% yours to do that with. Just any kind of projects or whatever you have. Just make sure that you're, make sure that you're promoting the creators. Okay? And by the way, there's 2 comic bundles. Right now, Dynamite's running one. So definitely pick up the Dynamite books that you may not have. It's a bunch of stuff. There's some Vampirellas I don't have. And I picked those up. And there's Chaos books in that one, so you might want to check that out. I know Dynamite Chaos isn't as good as when it was Brian Pulido, but, it's supporting Chaos. And then, of course, there is the Image 2000s bundle. Now, some of you may have a lot of these books, and I checked and found out that I have all of them. But if you guys don't have them and you want them, and no, there's no more Empowered books, unfortunately. It seems like I might have to get those piece by piece if I want them. But if you are interested in those, please pick them up. That's a really good price for a lot of classic 2000s era Image comics, guys. So if you don't have them by now, pick them up. Oh, and by the way, there's also a We're missing Spawn Volume 28 for some reason. I have no idea why that didn't get added. Kind of sucks, but I have the singles, so if we ever get that far, I will switch to singles, and we'll be fine. Alright, guys, I'm out.